Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kennedy and today we are going to hurt ourselves. Now, don't freak out. By that I mean we are going to be reading 1-star reviews of books that I rated 5 stars. Now, I am not looking forward to this. So I have 5 books picked out and we're going to read like 2 to 3 reviews from each. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, let's get into the bad reviews. Okay, the first book that we're gonna do is Wrecked by Lauren Asher. I rated this 5 stars. That's okay. Let's find some 1-star reviews. I'm not looking forward to this. Okay. And this one. No way people are comparing / fan casting my man Lewis Hamilton to Jax. Frickin' bye. 1 star for the mental health representation and that's it. Lewis Hamilton does give Jax Kingston. Jax Kingston gives Lewis Hamilton. That's not a reason to I don't like that. Okay. I'm gonna do that. Let's find another one. This one is kind of a long one. This was the worst book I've ever read, respectfully. Respectfully, your opinion is wrong. I'm kidding. Even for a romance book, which I usually cut some slack, but I don't even know where to begin. I'm not having a good time. The main character has no respect for herself. Huh? I felt like she had a lot of respect for herself. I felt like she stood up for herself a lot. Huh? Did we read the same book? The random dialogues in Spanish were so out of place. We get you past junior college Spanish. Jax was horrible, even for the bad boy cliche. Okay, yes, Jax is a bad boy and he starts off horrible, but he gets better. That's called character growth and character development. Okay, I'm getting really angry. I liked the idea of the author making a playlist for the book. It's just a shame the songs were awful. Huh? The idea that Ed Sheeran songs are peak romance is sad. Ed Sheeran songs are peak... Wow. I don't even know what to say to that. Because that's not really an issue with the book. It's more an issue with the playlist the author created for the book. Not an issue with the book itself. I create better scenarios in my head before I go to sleep. No, you don't. I can guarantee you don't. I'm sorry, but this book was so painful. I'm in pain. Okay, that was review number 2. This is hurting me really bad, so I think we're just gonna leave it at 2 reviews for this one, because I don't think I can handle any more. So, next, The Deal, which should come as no surprise to anybody. I'm not gonna have a good time doing this, I already know. Why did I do this to myself? Why did I decide that this is a good video idea? Okay, 1 star. This one's too long. Hannah, I'm broken because I can't have an with a guy. Me. Never mind, I don't want to read that review. We're gonna forget that review. DNF after the 2nd chapter. Cannot stand gross guys' point of views where they act like pigs and objectify women. I feel like that happens a lot in books though. Especially at the beginning of books. I get the point made here, but I feel like it's a point that you would have an issue with in a lot of books, so it doesn't really make sense that this is the hill to die on. Okay. That one wasn't awful. Let's see. Okay, this one's kind of long too, but we're gonna read it anyway. The most obnoxious man in the world fails his ethics midterm because he's dumb as hell. Garrett isn't dumb. Where in the book did he say he was dumb? Huh? His classmate, whose primary character trait is trauma, wrong, does well on the test, and this makes the idiot feel entitled to harass her until she agrees to tutor him. I don't like that she's calling him the idiot. I don't like that she's calling my man, Garrett Graham, the idiot. That makes me very, very mad. Everyone is drop dead gorgeous here at Stepford University, and the hormones flow almost as freely as the slut-shaming. Okay. The girl whose name doesn't matter because the asshole won't use it anyway. Her name does matter! If it didn't matter, he wouldn't be calling her Wellesley. Oh my god. Why did I decide to do this? Okay. Has a crush on a fellow classmate and fake dates the moron. Can we stop calling him the frickin' moron? To make the classmate jealous. The cretin, I don't fucking know, is amazed he can hang out with the girl without fucking her, though he makes sure to objectify her breasts constantly. He's attracted to her. I want to throw my phone right now. Homegirl doesn't drink, but Bellend doesn't let that stop him from pressuring her to, so she can, loosen up and not be such an uptight bitch. She's a survivor of sexual assault, which impedes her sex life, employing words such as broken to describe herself, and a real win for feminism. Can the mayor of Dickville help her get over her sexual hang-ups? Who cares? There is so much wrong with this review, and so much in here that makes me angry. I'm sorry, she feels broken. She is the one describing herself as broken, and he literally says to her, "You're not broken, baby, I promise." It's not him saying she's broken, it's her. She feels broken. I just had to say that. Okay. Also, him offering to be her bodyguard on that night out was super sweet. I cropped this wrong. Let's crop it again. Was super sweet. Like, what? Okay. How many was that for this book? 2. I think 2 is where we cap it because this is hurting me too much. Okay, next book, I suppose. I'll do Beach Read by Emily Henry. Again, I ask why this was an idea that I had because this is not a good time. God, I don't like this. Why do I do this to myself? Like, truly. Okay. If I have to read another crooked smile again, I'm going to die, in all caps. You know what? I respect that that's your line. I respect that that's your line, it's not mine. However, I respect that that's your line. Okay. That one wasn't too bad. But as we all know, it gets worse, I fear, as we go. So let's find another one. You know what? This one's funny. They cast Patrick Schwarzenegger as Gus Everett, so I changed my rating to 1 star. I admire the pettiness here. Okay, let's find like a kind of bad one. Like a kind of one that's gonna hurt my feelings because, well, as you can tell by this video, I love hurting my feelings. Okay, no, I just like the funny ones for this one. If this book was a spice, it'd be flour. Okay, why are the 1-star reviews low-key funny for this book? Like, I'm not offended at all. I'm just having... Okay, this made me feel a little better about the other books. Okay, that was 3, I believe. So, we're just gonna leave it at that for that one. Okay, Addicted for Now. Those made me laugh, so now I feel ready to, like, hurt myself again, you know? I needed that laughter break. Okay, addicted for now. We're gonna try and find a 1-star of this. Okay. In short, it gave me a headache, and Reich makes me feel sick. This is where the series ends for me. I do not have the strength or the will to continue. Okay, I do agree that Reich does make me feel sick. However, I loved this book, but I do admire that you will not continue the series. Because you know what I hate? I hate when people give books 1 stars and then continue the series. Although I am guilty of it. Like, I will DNF and then continue a series. However, I like that she's like, I'm done. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. Like, she made some points. Some points about Reich. Okay. Okay. Oh, this one's long. Okay, 1.5 stars. So it wasn't a complete 1 star. I'll take it. This book suffers from some serious pacing issues, and like the other books about Lily and Lo, absolutely hitting the reader over the head with the characters' addictions, even though we've been with them for 3 books and we know. Okay, but I feel like with addictions, it never goes away and you're always struggling, and it's always something that you will talk about in your life, so I don't feel like that's unrealistic. It was exhausting to read every chapter in Lily's perspective talking about something sexual the entire time. However, I feel like because it's her addiction and because it's something normal in everyday life, that gets talked about so much as it should. Okay. This overdone way of writing their addictions makes it so that Lily and Lo don't have personalities to me. Huh? I feel like they have personalities. Like, are we reading the same book? I feel like I don't know anything about them beyond their addictions and codependent relationship. Also, these books are long and can tend to drag until the late chapters when all these over-the-top events start happening. So many things happen out of nowhere, which don't feel like twists and instead feel cheap and for shock value only. I don't agree. I've been reading these books to get to later books in the series that focus on Lily's sister, and they are side characters in this book. The moments with the side characters really shine, and I feel I know them better than Lily and Lo, and I'm so excited I can finally get to their stories. You know what? I wish you would just stop reading this series, because clearly this series isn't for you and you don't appreciate it the way a lot of people do. Why do people do this to me? I hate doing it. Why did I do this? Like, once again, I find myself asking why I did this. Oh, wait. Not the 1 star showing. Okay. Should we try and find one more? Okay, you know what? Apparently, here is a trash can for you to throw this book in. I will not be using it. Thank you. Why did I do this to myself? Okay. Well, I'm no longer having a good time. Wait, how many have we done? Okay. We did Brecht. We did The Deal. We did Bee Tree. We just did Addicted for now. Okay, one more. Delicate Escape by Kathy Cowles. I'm tired of hurting myself. Okay. Let's see. This was ass. This was blacked out, and extra as F, blackout, K. Romance was cringe, and apparently it's Everyone Hates Thea Day. This one missed the mark. I'm sorry. How was it cringe? I didn't get that everyone hates her. What? Okay. Sometimes I feel like reading these that we're reading completely different books. That we just did not picture the same thing. Okay, let's see. Reading this felt like an insult to my intelligence. I'm not reading books to be intelligent. I'm reading books for joy. Good for you, go away. That's how I feel about that one. Let's find one more. Just for funsies, we can find one more. Okay, this one's slightly long. I think we're gonna try and find. Okay, this one's kind of nitpicky. Catherine Cowles definitely likes the word twitchy. Her use of it makes me twitchy. She used it multiple times in the first book of the series as well as this book. This book was super slow, probably an extra 100 pages. Shep of SSDD, I don't know what that means. Can somebody tell me what that means? You know what, we're looking it up. What does that even mean? Oh, same stuff, different day. Okay, I was like, what does that even mean? Like, just say it then. Okay, Shep is supposed to be the super great guy, but the author ends up portraying him as a pushover. Shep is a great guy, and he's a pushover. He can be both. I don't know why it's this thing of like, he can't be a great guy if he's a pushover. He can be both. He can have dualities, as a person does. Thea is annoying and unlikable. I don't even know what to say to this. I related to her so much. We're gonna not say anything. Want to read about home renovations? Read this book. Actually, that uncovered quite well. But there are so many other points that Miss Cowles seems to want to make but never follows through. What is even more of a turnoff is that she makes an abuse victim the villain. That is really bad taste. I'm sorry. I don't remember her making an abuse victim the villain. I'm pretty sure Thea's ex was the villain. Thea was not the villain. Or maybe I don't remember who the villain is. But, oh God. But, again, I find myself asking, did we read the same book? You know what? I hate this. I'm not having a good time. I'm not thriving. And this sucks. Okay, anyway, that was all the negative reviews about my favorite books that we're gonna read today. I did not like that. I did not have a good time. And so we are going to go watch YouTube and try and forget about this. I love you guys, and I will see you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week.